How many kilometers do you travel every day just to get to work? For me, it is 80 kilometers. By motorbike, by bus, and on foot. What is life like for a 36-year-old Vietnamese mother, mostly raising 2 sons on her own? How do we face an economic slowdown? When orders are becoming fewer and fewer, but rent, salaries, and responsibilities still come every month. How do you stay strong when so many people are depending on you? And how do you stay kind when you are also trying not to fall apart? My name is Kat. I am 36 years old. I live in the outskirts of Hanoi with my 2 sons. My workshop is in the inner city. Every workday, I leave home early and travel a long way to get there. I own a small label printing workshop. There are 13 people working with me. Most of them are young. Some have stayed with me for many years. After COVID, business became harder, and this year it feels even heavier. But today, I do not want to talk only about pressure. I want to show you one real working day in my life. From my quiet morning at home to the long road into the city. From my small workshop to the people I meet along the way. There will be worry. There will be laughter. There will be kindness. And there will be small moments that keep me going. This is not a perfect life, but it is my real life in Vietnam. Today, I want to take you with me. My morning usually begins before my children wake up. At this hour, the house is still very quiet. My 2 sons are still sleeping. So I try to move gently. I wash my face, brush my teeth, tie my hair, and get myself ready for another day. Most mornings are simple like this. No makeup, no rush at first. Just a few quiet minutes before the day becomes busy. I live with my 2 sons in a house outside the city center. It is not close to my workplace. But it gives my children more space, and it gives me a little peace in the morning. Before leaving for work, I usually walk outside for a few minutes. I like looking at my small vegetable garden. These are just a few simple beds of vegetables, but they make the house feel more alive. This season, the watermelons are growing very well. There are more fruits than I expected. Every time I see them, I feel a little happy. It is a very small thing, but sometimes small things are enough to make a morning softer. Life has many worries, but a garden does not worry with you. It just grows quietly, one leaf at a time, one fruit at a time. And maybe that is why I like coming here before work. It reminds me that some things still grow, even during difficult times. After checking the garden, I prepare breakfast for my 3 dogs. Their names are Gao, Bong, and Soy. Gao has yellow fur, Soy has black fur, and Bong is their child, with white fur. I have taken care of this little dog family for a long time. They are part of my home now. For their meals, I often use bone broth that I prepare in advance. I cook a big tray at once. Then, when it is time to feed them, I take some out and warm it up. It saves time, and they really like it. Watching them eat always makes me smile. They do not know anything about rent, or salaries, or late payments. They only know that breakfast is ready. And maybe, for a few minutes, that is enough. This is how my day begins. With my children still sleeping, a small garden outside, 3 dogs waiting for food, and me getting ready for the long road ahead. After feeding my dogs, it is time for me to leave home. My workplace is not nearby. It is about 40 kilometers away. First, I ride my motorbike to the bus stop. Every workday, I travel from the outskirts of Hanoi into the inner city. In Vietnam, many people use a motorbike for short distances. It is flexible. It is convenient. And for many families, it is part of daily life. I park my motorbike near the bus stop. Then I take the bus into the city. If I ride my motorbike all the way, it can be very tiring. The road is long, the traffic can be crowded, and in summer, the heat in Hanoi can make everything feel heavier. So taking the bus helps me save energy. Today, the bus is quite empty. It is cool inside. For a short while, I can just sit quietly. No phone calls, no machines, no one asking me to decide anything. Just the road, the windows, and the city slowly getting closer. A bus ticket on this route costs 20,000 Vietnamese dong. For many people in Vietnam, the bus is one of the cheapest ways to travel. Elderly people can ride the bus for free. Students can buy a monthly pass for about 100,000 dong. With that pass, they can use the bus many times in the city. When I was younger, I also took the bus a lot. Back then, I did not have much money, but I had many dreams. I came from a small hometown. Like many people, I came to the city hoping for a better life. At that time, I only thought about moving forward, study more, work harder, try to stand on my own feet. Many years have passed. Now I am no longer that young girl on the bus. I am a mother. I run a small workshop, and many people are connected to my decisions. But sometimes, when I sit on a bus like this, I still remember that younger version of myself. She was tired too. She was scared too, but she kept going. Maybe that is why I still keep going now. The bus keeps moving through Hanoi. Outside the window, the city becomes busier. More motorbikes, more shops opening, more people starting their workday. Everyone seems to be going somewhere, and I am going to my workshop. When I get off the bus, I am still not at my workshop yet. From the bus stop to my printing workshop, there are still about 2 kilometers left. Because my workshop is inside a small alley, there is no bus route that goes directly there. So for the last part of the trip, I often take a Grab motorbike. The fare is about 25,000 Vietnamese dong. But today, I pay the Grab driver 50,000 dong.
Của chị hết bao nhiêu? 26 à? Bo cho em á. Này, cầm lấy. Ok, cảm ơn nhé.
I give him the extra 25,000 dong. Because my father also used to work as a motorbike taxi driver. He did that to raise me and support my education. So when I meet drivers like him, I always feel something familiar. Behind every ride, there is a person trying to make a living. And sometimes, a little extra money is not only money, it is respect, it is memory, and it is a small way to thank the kind of work that once helped raise me. For me, Grab is very convenient. It is quick. It is easy to call. And for a short distance like this, it is still quite affordable. So my daily journey is not just one kind of transportation. It is motorbike, bus, Grab, and walking. One small step after another, until I finally reach my workshop. A small place, with machines, orders, bills, and 13 people waiting for another working day to begin. My workshop is inside a rented house. It is not a big factory. It is just a small label printing workshop. We print labels for shops, businesses, and different kinds of products. In Vietnam, many small businesses need labels for food, cosmetics, household products, and many other things people sell every day. A small label may look simple, but behind it there is design, printing, cutting, packing, and delivery. This small place has supported me for many years, and it has supported many other people too. There are 13 people working with me here. Most of them are young. Many are not married yet. Some have stayed with me for almost 10 years. That means a lot to me, because in a small business, people do not stay only for salary. They stay because there is trust. They stay because we have gone through many things together. I rent 3 floors of this house for the workshop. The rent is 12 million Vietnamese dong per month. The owner of the house lives upstairs on the 4th floor. For a small business, rent is always a pressure. Even when orders are fewer, the rent does not become smaller. That is one of the realities of running a business. From the outside, people may think being the owner means being free, but sometimes being the owner means you are the last person who can rest. If there is a problem, I have to think about it. If money is late, I have to find a way. If my workers are worried, I have to stay calm. Because when many people look at you, you cannot fall apart too easily. Running a small business is not only about making products. It is also about numbers, payments, deadlines, salaries, rent, and many small worries that keep coming every day. Today, I have to call one of my partners. A payment is due, but salary day is also coming soon, and I need to keep enough money for my workers first. This is one of the hardest parts of being the owner. Sometimes you do not choose between easy and difficult. You choose between difficult and more difficult. I call my partner and ask for a little more time, not because I do not want to pay. When business is slow, money moves more slowly too. Sometimes I sit here looking calm, but inside I am calculating many things at the same time. How can I keep the workshop moving for another month? I do not want my workers to feel my worry too much. They already have their own lives, their own families, their own problems. So when I walk downstairs, I try to smile. I talk like everything is still under control. Maybe that is what many small business owners do. They worry quietly. They calculate quietly. And then they keep working. Because if they stop, many other people may be affected too.
Vâng ạ, nhất định rồi. Vâng, em sẽ cố gắng. Dạ, em cảm ơn anh Hưng nhá. Dạ, dạ, em chào anh. Dạ.
After the phone call, I sit quietly for a moment. Hanoi in summer can feel very heavy. The air is hot, the streets are bright, and people still have to work. My workers are downstairs doing their jobs. I know they are tired too. Maybe they do not say it, but I can feel it. So I decide to buy everyone a cup of milk tea. It is not something big, just a cold drink on a hot day. But sometimes a small thing can change the mood of a whole room. In Vietnam, milk tea is very popular, especially with young people. Sweet, cold, a little fun. Maybe not very healthy. But on some days, people need a little happiness more than a perfect diet. When the drinks arrive, everyone becomes happier. And for a few minutes, the workshop does not feel so heavy. Then I tell everyone that I will also buy lunch today. They look happy. We raise our drinks together and say, Zo! In Vietnam, Zo is what people often say when they drink together. It is like saying cheers, but more casual. For a small company like mine, moments like this are important. We are not a big corporation. We do not have a fancy office. We do not have many benefits, but we still have small ways to care for each other. Later, I meet the owner of the house. She lives upstairs on the 4th floor. She had a baby about 7 months ago. The baby is very cute, and that innocent look that makes adults forget their worries for a moment. In Vietnam, when we visit a baby or meet a young child, we often give a small amount of lucky money. It is not only about money. It is a blessing, a wish for the child to eat well, grow fast, stay healthy, and bring joy to the family. I give the baby 500,000 Vietnamese dong. The mother refuses at first. That is also very Vietnamese. People often refuse politely before accepting. So I gently put the money into her pocket. We both laugh. It is a very small moment, but it makes the day warmer. I do not have a lot right now, but I still believe in giving when I can. Not because I am rich, but because I know what it feels like to need kindness. For lunch, I usually eat near the workshop. There are many small rice shops like this in Vietnam. They are simple, fast, and affordable for workers. A meal here costs about 30,000 Vietnamese dong. For that price, you usually get rice, vegetables, and a few dishes to choose from. Nothing fancy, but enough for a working day. This rice shop also has free iced tea, free Wi-Fi, and air conditioning. On a hot day in Hanoi, air conditioning makes a simple lunch feel much better. Today, I meet one of my workers here. I invited everyone to lunch earlier, but she still pays for my meal. It is a small thing, but it touches me. In a small company, the relationship between people is sometimes hard to explain. We are not family, but after many years, we are not strangers either. We work together, worry together, laugh together, and sometimes care for each other in very simple ways. After lunch, I walk back toward the workshop. The sun is still strong. The street is bright and hot. Then I see a woman selling jicama from her bicycle. In Vietnam, jicama is a common snack. It is crunchy, juicy, and cool in the summer. She tells me that she can sell about 100 kilograms a day. That sounds like a lot, but when you see the bicycle, you understand how hard that work must be. One bicycle, many bags of jicama, a hot street, and a whole day of selling. Looking at her, I suddenly think of my parents. My parents are farmers in my hometown. They worked very hard to raise me. They worked in the fields. They saved money little by little so I could study, so I could leave my hometown, so I could come to the city and build a different life. When I was younger, I did not understand everything. I only knew that my parents were always working. Now, when I see people selling things under the sun, I understand more. I understand the weight behind simple work. I understand the quiet love of people who do not talk much. I buy one bag of jicama from her. It costs 35,000 Vietnamese dong. I give her 50,000 dong and tell her to keep the change. It is only 15,000 dong more, not a big amount. But sometimes, kindness does not need to be big. It only needs to be real. Maybe she will forget me quickly. Maybe I will become just one customer in her long day. But for me, that short meeting stays in my mind because it reminds me where I came from. It reminds me of my parents. And it reminds me that behind every small job, there is a person trying to live. This is lunch break at my workshop. The machines are quiet for a while. My workers spread out mats or blankets and rest right on the floor. Did you notice that my working room now has a small mattress and even a thin blanket? At lunchtime, some of the women in my workshop go up there to rest. So it looks a little messy. Please don't laugh at me. In many small workshops in Vietnam, this is very normal. Workers often rest wherever they can. They only have a short time before work starts again. I usually sit at the sidewalk iced tea stall right in front of the door. I sit down there for a while. In Vietnam, sidewalk iced tea is very common. A few plastic chairs, a small table, a glass of cold tea. Sitting there, I start thinking about my workers sleeping on the floor. These are young people. Some of them have worked with me for many years. They spend so much of their youth inside this small workshop. And during lunch break, they sleep on the floor. I know this is common, but common does not always mean easy to accept. Sometimes, when I think about it, I feel a little sad. Not because they complain, they do not, but because I wish I could give them something better, a better place to rest, a more comfortable room, a business that is more stable. But right now, I can only do what I can. Keep the workshop open, pay their salaries on time, give small moments of care when possible, and try not to let my worries become their worries. After sitting there for a while, I walk out to the intersection nearby. From the intersection, I can see the street more clearly. Everyone seems busy. Motorbikes keep moving. People hurry under the sun. Some are going to work. Some are making deliveries. Some are just trying to get through another hot day. Not far from my workshop, I see a delivery worker resting on his motorbike. Maybe he only has a few minutes before the next order comes. In Vietnam, delivery workers are everywhere now. They move through the city under the sun, in the rain, and through heavy traffic. Many people only see the package, but behind the package is a person trying to earn a living. Then I see a woman cleaning a public water tank. It is not an easy job. The sun is still strong, the street is still hot, but she is still working quietly. Most people may pass by without noticing her, but the city needs people like her too. Standing there, I look at these people for a moment. My workers, the delivery worker, the street vendor, and the woman cleaning the water tank under the midday sun. Different people, different jobs, different worries. But somehow, I feel we are all similar. Everyone is carrying something. Some carry packages. Some carry old things. Some carry tools for their work. Some carry a small business. Some carry a family. Some carry worries they never say out loud. Maybe this is why I still believe in kindness, because we never really know how heavy someone's life is. In this city, everyone is moving through their own journey, and today, I am moving through mine.